Hey everyone, welcome to the Modern Day Women Show. Today we have our beautiful panel, Amy, Al, Tiffany and Sarah. Today we are going to be talking about sex. Spicing up your sex life. It's all about sex toys. Who has sex toys? Start with Al. Do you?
Yes, I have a whole duffel bag of toys. And they're not really that kinky. They're just enough to get me off.
What's your favourite one?
My favourite toy of all time that I use most times is the wand. Mains powered. And for anyone not sure, a wand is essentially a massager that people with clits are using on the clits.
Can you curl your hair with it?
No.
You can use it on your penis though.
I'm just finding out about this.
Yeah, and I've done that with someone.
There's two different types of the wand. So you have the main, what do you say, the mains
powered. You've got a rechargeable one.
I've got a rechargeable one. Which
So did you say it's enjoyable for men as well?
Well, it's a vibrating massager, so
you can use it anywhere on your body.
Yeah.
But the rechargeable one I have, and I thought it was, well, I think it's the most amazing thing. That's the only sex toy I have. The one.
Yeah, you need to get the upgrade to the mains powered.
Mains powered. I've sent her the link.
Yeah.
Personally, I've tried, but I didn't find them amazing. Maybe I'm using the wrong one. But it's not for me.
It wasn't for you.
No.
And that's okay.
Yeah. I feel like you do need to try because
maybe
sometimes
different.
there's so many. Like the market.
This is why I have a bag of toys,
Yeah,
because they're tried and tested, and there's some that I don't use.
To be fair, during sex with a partner, I liked it then. But for me, I need that other person.
Yeah.
But you need the penetration.
No, just the skin to skin, the intimacy,
skin,
like me on my own in my bedroom, just trying to get myself off. It doesn't work for me personally.
I understand that because when I'm single, I have no problem like masturbating, doing it myself. But when I'm in a relationship, I just don't get the same pleasure or enjoyment out of it.
So I do love a good bully. Love a good bully.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, I have about 7. I literally have one in my car. Yeah. Do you know, for them just in case appointments? You know what I mean?
Can I just ask what a just in case appointment is?
Just in case appointment is, for example, when I leave here and someone messages me and goes, do you want me? What do they want? Just, I don't know, I've got a spare bed. That'll be enough. And then I'll take in my bullet.
So do you take your bullet because you know that you're definitely going to orgasm?
I'll take my bullet because I know exactly, especially sometimes if the guy's not a licker, then you defo take your bullet.
Right.
Okay.
So you're using it with somebody?
Yeah, no, I can't fuck with myself without someone there. Like what you were saying.
So you can't masturbate?
Well, I can masturbate,
but
I choose not to because I feel like to close my eyes and envision someone on top of me while touching myself, but my brain's saying in, out, flicky bean.
Have you
it's
watched,
just
all
have you
out.
tried, have you tried watching porn?
Yeah.
See, so I've watched porn and I just think, well, I want to do that.
So it's just teasing you.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
The point is with me is you're either touching me and penetrating me in some way with your tongue or your penis, or just fuck off.
So have you never tried like a dildo?
On a man I have.
You tried a dildo on a man?
Fully blown, pegged, and I was vomiting.
And this is
knocked me sick, and I said to him, don't message me again.
Did he ask? What happened?
Hold on a minute. I need you to explain that.
Wait, this is too much for Tiffany.
Go on.
He did.
Do you know what pegging
again,
is?
so I did speak to him again. I wasn't completely mean.
No, but I don't. You need to go rewind.
Do you know what pegging is?
No, I don't know what that is.
Look, I'm on top. Yeah, I bought a bullet. I bought a rampant rabbit off Groupon. It was nice. And I was on top, and I'm like this on top. Obviously, so we got full frontal. You know. And then with the vibrating thing, I was like that on him, in him. As I was
and was he enjoying it?
Down like that? Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
Right.
And when I'm walking at him, and he was
men that enjoy that.
And there's a lot of people that talk about gay men and like they're against gay men because of the actual them like they can understand lesbians more because apparently all lesbians are doing are playing with each other's clits, but the whole act of gay men actually putting their penises up each other, whereas there are straight men that love that shit.
Yeah, can I just say, we do not kink shame. It's okay to like pegging. I like pegging people. From a power perspective.
Yeah, pure power.
And let's talk.
I felt sick.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Why did you feel sick?
Because number one, I was seeing him and I just was looking at him differently, thinking, right,
you looked at him differently.
You want to dick up your ass.
But
and
why
the
do
fact
you
that
think
me dick was pink? It just made it flew me
Why
off.
do you think that he wants a dick up him just because he's getting that pleasure? Because apparently a man's G-spot is up
Thank
his
you,
butt.
Shauna.
So
that
doesn't necessarily mean he wants a
He had a
dick.
dildo up
He
him.
didn't want a dick up him. He wants a sex toy up him. And
Most
a woman to
pegging
do
fantasies is they want a woman to overpower them and dominate them.
Yeah.
It's not about. It's not. Otherwise, they
It's not
just
because
go and
they
have
want,
sex with a man.
Yeah. I used to think, oh well, if a man wants something up his arse, he's gay.
That's what I no.
It's not
Shauna,
that.
I'm so proud of you.
It's not that.
That's gross.
I've come a long
That's
way.
gross.
No, but I used to actually believe that, and it's not until I've spoken to more women and like I've had my friends say that they've been there, and the man's just like, put it up, and they're not gay. Like that's just what they want.
I'm into it.
I've only done it once, and to be honest,
Would you ever do it again?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. So, Al, you've said that you've got all these bags of sex toys. Well,
I've got
a bag,
modest-sized bag of sex toys.
Sack.
Yes, it's a duffel bag that is this size.
You've got 2 children. Like, what
I have.
do you obviously have them in a
So
place?
when I had a partner who was their dad, and when I was in a relationship, they were hidden in a certain point, a certain part of the room where easy access when you're getting down to it, and now I just hide them underneath my shit in my bedroom, in the bag.
Has anyone ever had an experience where their child has found same?
Yeah, I think it happens. I feel
My
like
eldest,
my wand was on charge.
My eldest,
it was on charge, and I had it in my little box thing, and like my son's just messing in my room, and like I completely just forgot it was there. And he's like, "What's this?" I said, "Oh my god!" I said,
but none of my toys look
doesn't
like dicks.
Exactly.
They don't look phallic. They're not big veiny, like, you know, they're not.
Throbbing.
If anything, they're quite pretty.
Okay.
You know, some of the stuff I've got glass toys, and some of the glass toys are gorgeous. You could put them on your mantelpiece.
My paddle's on my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a paddle recently, and
so
it
like,
sits there on my
if your
wall.
child was to ask, like, what's that for? What would you tell them? Like,
I've not actually thought about it.
I
wouldn't go. I wouldn't explain what it's for.
And I just say, it's for massaging.
My oldest found my wand.
My
oldest found my wand.
Yeah.
And I just said, it's a massager, because that's what they were designed for.
When my son picked up my wand, I was just like, put it back. It's not yours. It's not
It's
a toy.
mummy's.
I walked in on the twins massaging each other with my vibrator. One of them was face down, lying on his front, and the other one was like massaging his back.
But that's all it is to him.
And he was holding the rampant rabbit ear.
I think for me,
and I just
that is the thing. You're like,
what the fuck are you doing? And he went, I'm massaging my brother, Mum, what's it look like? And I was
Oh my gosh.
and for us, it's like,
Seriously?
no, listen, it was brand new at the time. I'd never used a Tiffany jeans.
we all agree we have to hide the sex toys. Yeah.
Can I just say as well, one time I was on the couch and one of the twins came out and was massaging the shins with me clit sucker.
Oh. And he said, what is this? And I went, it's the way you take your nail varnish off, you put your finger around and it takes your nail varnish off.
How do you ladies feel about threesomes?
I'm dying to have one, but never have.
Oh, it would be a no for me.
Why would it be a no for you, Tiffany?
Because number one, I'm quite a jealous person, so I wouldn't want to see someone else like on top of my man.
I agree.
No.
Definitely.
And I wouldn't want to have sex with another woman. That's for me.
I can totally...
You can have two men.
I can totally agree with that. I feel like I've had threesomes, but it was like when I was younger. Like when I was probably in my 20s. What am I saying in my 20s? Like I'm not still in my 20s, but when I was like, when I was 20 and I wasn't in a relationship and it was just fun. And that's when I was like exploring with girls. And like I've never had a threesome though with a man. It's always been with two other girls.
Maybe the idea of it is one thing, but actually seeing it and doing it, I'll be like, get off him now.
I think that's why like your boundaries and what you want and your expectations really come into it, because if you are in a monogamous relationship, then you are going to expect, but if you start opening that up, there needs to be rules. I don't think it's like you just, one of you thinks of it and then the next day you do it. I think it's something that you have to have a lot of trust, and you have to really lay out the ground rules.
Because for me, I don't know if this is a mad way of thinking, I'm just thinking like, if you're so in love with me, and like, why would you need that extra?
For me,
thing
this is toxic monogamy, which I honestly don't think, as a single person now, I don't think I could ever have one partner for the rest of my life.
Do you know what?
Yeah, you know what? Relationships grow as well and they develop. Sometimes when you're in the
100%.
early stages, you can feel a bit, like that, like you don't want anybody. But when if you think about swingers. The majority of swingers, and not people that are in open relationships, but actual swingers, are older people.
Yeah,
that,
they've been married for like 20 years.
And they're, do you know what? They're thinking, let's spice things up, let's try something new, and if we like
There's
it,
young
let's do it.
people as well, because I've been to
I've got
clubs,
friends that
I've been
are
to
poly,
gay clubs, I've been to straight clubs, and I have been approached by like couples that are literally just out looking
to get
for.
Yeah, they call it unicorn hunting.
And I've literally watched in the club this girl and her man, and like her man was just in the background, and she was just working the club, and I could tell that they were just looking for someone to take home.
If I was to have a threesome, I'd have it with a girl and a guy. The girls have to be a lesbian and the guys have to be straight, and I want both of them just on me.
That's perfect parameters,
I don't want
and
the
that's
lesbian
okay.
to be I don't want it to be bi. I want it to be a strict lesbian for me.
Yeah.
And the man to be a strictly straight, and he's not finding the lesbian attractive because he's not interested.
Oh, so you don't want them interacting with each other?
No, they can, but I'm just saying I'd prefer it if I was just the centerpiece of the table, fruit.
See, whereas I'm not wanting to do that because obviously I'm in a relationship now, which I take, we just both obviously know where we are.
Close, that's fine.
But I've never wanted to have a threesome with a man. Like, it's just always been...
Girls.
Yeah.
But I'd never have one with two guys because I'd feel abused.
Yeah.
Two guys at me, I'd feel.
Can you imagine
like
that wouldn't be very nice?
I don't feel like
but
I'd like that.
it's a thing because there's loads of, obviously I'm porn, just loads of
So, if it was two guys and a girl, would there have to be an element of those two men?
They slap balls. The balls smack.
I've watched that type of porn and... they actually, some of them don't.
Some men, I'd have to think that men
do.
has to be proper freaky to have another man and your man, you're both naked. Like, isn't there an element of that, of being a bit...
But some guys like sitting in the corner and watching the woman. Yeah. It's sexual.
Yeah, but they're also seeing each other both...
I know what you mean, Tiffany.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And with
it's a bit...
If I had a threesome, I think it would be with another girl and another man. Okay. And I don't really know why, it's just something I'd like to explore.
I feel like I'm quite open, really. I wouldn't, at this point in my life, I don't want to open my relationship up or invite anybody else in. But I would never say never.
So, anal. I don't even know where to start with this one because I've never had anything up me, never put.
Have you not?
Not up, obviously I've had things up me, but just not up that end.
I personally believe that your booty hole is for
Poo.
poo.
Yeah.
And I also believe that there's muscles in you. I understand that a lot of us have our G-spots in our booty holes. I get that, right? But I also believe that it messes with the function of your bum, which is to hold the waist in and then push it out when necessary. But if we keep ploughing against that muscle that's supposed to go that way,
is there actually like
Sarah,
completely?
Yeah, it's not wrong, but yeah,
it's
are
not
there
that
actually
function.
health risks to having anal?
Well,
like,
I just
are there
feel like
health
me
risks?
personally, I don't want to douche my asshole. I don't want to shit on anyone's dick. I don't want to shit on myself, and I just would rather if you just kept to the whole that.
I think there's levels. I do feel like there's levels to anal because I feel like I've had somebody like massage my bum.
yeah, like
would you like somebody? Would you let somebody have lick it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Stick your tongue up there by all means.
Okay, so you do some stuff in there.
I wouldn't. Obviously,
I'd feel too uncomfortable because you know that shit comes out of there.
Yeah,
like,
I love oral sex,
all
but
sorts of stuff
when
comes
I
out
hear
of your
women
vagina.
talk
Yeah,
about eating my
shit.
ass, I'm thinking, what? Like, you actually want them to like be face deep in your bum, like?
Poor me. Do you know what? I'm totally pro anal. I enjoy anal. It's just part of my life. But I will say this, like, this might be a little bit off there, but I once watched an interview with Lady Gaga where she said that she didn't start really enjoying sex until her 20s. And I watched that when I was really young and I was like, that's ridiculous. But I do feel that's true for anal sex because if you're not used to it, there's so many rules. You have to take it ridiculously slow, like so slow. It's not just somebody like pounding you like you might have been used to. It's so slow.
Like we might have been used to.
I'm definitely not used to nobody.
You need about one bucket of lube.
Yeah.
You know, you need somebody that's going to respect you, and if you say stop,
you're making me feel cringe.
No, but the thing is, this is it. It is good. It feels good
to you.
Yeah.
Because
obviously.
it feels good to you because then like there's people that like penetration. I don't like penetration.
Yeah.
Like in my vagina, in my bum hole. Like,
how do you know if you don't like it if you've never tried it?
Obviously, I've tried penetration. I've got
no. I'm saying, how do you know that you don't like
penetration.
anal if you've never tried it?
Because when anything accidentally has almost, I'm like,
a lot of it is a mental thing as well.
Like, it's just not something I would want to do. Like, I don't even like penetration in my vagina.
Can I just say, when it accidentally does touch me booty hole, I'm like, ooh, I liked it. Do it again. Just go in. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of like
it's like the
danger of it. But don't actually go in there.
Yeah, for me, like I couldn't do it with, say if I had a one night stand. Well, I have, but I wouldn't do it again. It is a very intimate thing. Like I feel like with my husband, like he knows me literally inside out, and that's fine. But I can see you have to be really, really comfortable with somebody to allow the.
Can I just say this one time? I had my legs on a guy's shoulders while he was going down on me, and I farted.
Was it a fanny fart or a bottom one?
It nipples on his chin, and I was like, should we pause there? And he was going, no, I'll just crack on. I was like,
just crack on.
I don't mind the occasional tiny thing in there sometimes if I'm in the mood.
Because you've got butt plugs, don't you?
Yes, but it's not really my go-to.
You don't use your butt plugs, or do you? Like, do you use them often? Or?
No, like literally, like maybe a couple of times a year.
How many do you have?
I've got one.
Oh, I thought you had
variety.
I've got one. Sorry, Sarah. I've got one, and then like this beaded thing. That's pretty cool.
Go on, Sarah.
Why do we plug our butts?
It's like the sensation of something
feeling
being in there.
Full.
Also, obviously the vaginal wall is like this. Your anus is there, your vagina is there. This wall. If you put pressure on that, it closes this off a bit more. They can feel it.
Have you never noticed that when you come, like there's that pulsating? Your butt does that as well.
But I don't want to feel that. Like,
maybe
I just couldn't imagine an orgasm from my bum. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but you're
You don't orgasm up your bum. You don't orgasm up your bum.
Like, how does it work?
It's
like,
still a vaginal orgasm.
But it's like, oh, I just don't know.
So wait, so we don't come from our
men
butts?
have a prostate and we don't, and that is what is their like pleasure.
Oh, so women can't actually come from their assholes?
They can.
No.
They can't?
No. I mean, you could orgasm, because essentially an orgasm is literally your brain being receptive to, you know, your pleasure centers. So, I mean, somebody could orgasm without even touching themselves.
I think whether you're a mum or not, it's not for me.
It's not for you.
I think just because mum, not relationship or not. I just think I don't want that on somebody's phone. Like, I really don't.
But what about, like, obviously your partner? Like, if he was on holiday.
If you're on, I understand that. But then doesn't it make it more intense when he gets back like that? You know.
Yeah, but it's like I was on holiday without my girlfriend, and like she sent me some pictures, and I was like, yeah.
I'll have a bit of that.
I know what I'm coming back to. Like, it wasn't like, oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
take
sending
banging nudes, me.
I
am
love
Alright,
Amy.
I'm
proud of my nudes.
I send them straight to my. Have I ever sent you any?
Yeah, probably.
I send them to my friends.
Can you start sending them to me?
Yeah. I'll show you.
Assess them.
Since I have become single, every day I'm just like, I'll wake up, get my coffee, and I'll be like, ooh.
Oh, hello.
It's liberating. It's liberating.
You're not sending them. You're
I
taking to who?
Me.
I send them to my friends. I send them to some people that I'm talking to.
Because maybe when I'm thinking about this question, I'm thinking about sending nudes to like men or like.
I have sent them to many.
I feel like sending nudes to your
men,
friends, you have different intentions. Like your intentions when you're sending nudes to your friends isn't to. Like,
I want them to validate me.
Like, girl, your ass looks good,
me.
but when you're sending it to a guy or to a girl that you're interested in, it's a different intention. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of.
With the guy that I was seeing, the one who ended it because of OnlyFans.
Fuck him.
Fuck you.
Well, he basically, this one time, he came round and I dressed up in a whole body stuff and complete star clothes. It was so sexy, I'll show you later. Yeah. But what happened was, after he left, I said, I'm going to send you a photo for every hour, because I took photos before he arrived. So I was sending him like snapshots.
Oh, that build up.
I think that's sexy.
What he does.
Yeah,
definitely. I just laid it down.
I feel like you have to feel comfortable, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, maybe, Tiffany, you'll meet someone that just whoops you off your
No, do you know what it is? I think when I think about it now, in a relationship, I think it's more. I'm probably thinking more if you're just seeing someone.
Yeah,
not that there's any. Obviously, everybody's different.
But
if I'm just, if you're seeing someone, that probably wouldn't be for me. But in the comfort of a relationship, then probably yes. Actually,
me and my husband
yes.
still send each other.
Yeah,
it's like keeps it nice. Even
of
though
course.
I've seen him thousands of times.
Yeah.
It's still nice that somebody's making the effort to try and.
I would never send a nude to just somebody I am casually speaking to, because I have like witnessed on so many occasions. It happened to my cousin. Like,
it's the shaming of it. Like,
it wasn't even just a casual guy. It was her kid's dad, and like she ended up cheating on him, and he sent out her nudes as revenge.
People can be like,
do you know what I mean? It happened to my best friend when we were 13.
Yeah, like, and I just think it's such like a degrading thing for a woman, and just so like
for your soul. Yeah, it's out there.
Can we just clarify what nudes are? Because I, until about 8 weeks ago, thought that nudes were if you're fully starkers.
Well, that's what I take.
No, it's not. It's like if you're in lingerie. Yeah. If you're in lingerie, you got stockings on, you send that's a nude.
I don't take that as a nude. I take that as just a sexy.
Right.
No, I would take it if I wouldn't want that plastered all over the internet, and that's personally for that person. That's a nude.
See,
because I wouldn't mind pictures of myself with underwear, lingerie on. Yeah. But if I'm actually like, when I'm thinking about nudes, I'm thinking about some proper
full frontal,
like porn,
right? The flaps and everything.
Not the flaps, not just like all up in you, like whatever. But you're seeing certain things. Yeah. You know what I mean?
See, my nudes. Let me specify the type of nudes I've been sending as a single person. Just suggestive.
Okay.
Right. Nothing fully nude.
Yeah. Same.
But I have sent fully nude to my ex. And I'm into it. I love it. I love that validation. So give me that validation.
Suppose your nudes did get exposed, and obviously we all have children.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say as well.
Sarah, again, you're popular online. You've got a following. suppose like your nudes got put out there and your kids come across them.
So this is the clever thing about my nudes is, number one, I never exposed tit, never exposed me flat. So all that the boys are going to see is what they see.
Anyway, so you
and
don't
then when the boys know, because the boys, for example, like I told them I was going to start an OnlyFans, didn't I? Because I said I've not got a lot of money and I need to make some quick money. And I said to them I'm going to sell pictures, and they were like, well, what type of pictures are they? And I was like, nothing that I wouldn't put on Instagram. And I'd make sure all my photos are unfucking real. So if they did come out later on down the line, I'm not fucking ass, and no one can look at them and go, what are you doing? Because they'll be looking at them.
Okay, what about in the sense that so I've got a cousin that puts up a lot of like, well, what are you guys saying, they're nudes? She puts up nudes on Instagram, and her 16-year-old daughter like gets taunted by her peers about this, and she sat down, and do you know what, my cousin's gonna be pissed. How would you feel like for your child
think that's not fair
to be
at all.
do you know, like, and her response is, it's my body, like I'm empowered, I'm embracing my body, like I can do what I want.
I think she has to have some respect for her daughter.
It's affecting her daughter. Like people are saying that, oh, I've seen your mum's Instagram.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Do you know what I mean? And I just like, yeah, it's okay for her as a mum because you're comfortable, but now your 16-year-old daughter.
Yeah, it's been infringed on her daughter now.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, if I had a daughter or son and they've come to me and said, do you know what, mum, this has happened, I'll take it down because I'm not having anyone. Like, I would take it down, not because I'm uncomfortable within myself, but because I wouldn't.
It's out of respect to your kids.
It's
if the twins came to me and was like, Mum, it's making me uncomfortable, or people are mentioning anything, like I've promised the twins when they start secondary school, because I know it'll be a different game of fish. I know that when they go to secondary school, it's going to be different, and obviously everyone has social media, so I will tone it down from when the boys start
exactly, just because you
respect.
It's not because
it's wrong,
it's not because it's wrong,
I've
because
deleted
of
the OnlyFans because I just know that they're going into secondary school and I don't want them to have that on them.
Because kids, they've got all sorts of access to everything, and you wouldn't want them to be bullied or whatever for it.
But it's also like, if you were to send somebody a picture that was a private picture and they, for whatever reason, exposed it, that is still not a reflection of you. You still haven't done anything wrong. It is on that person. And I think to shame a woman is like completely wrong, because we all do it now. It is fairly normal to
sending nudes. So we all agree sending nudes is normal.
Tick.
Yeah, great. So on the topic of male contraception, I'm going to start here because I actually had to quickly go on Google before just to be like, male contraception. The only thing I know of is obviously condoms from men. So does anybody want to educate me?
I think there's nothing been created yet for actual, you know how women can take the pill or take actual contraception. To my knowledge, there's nothing been created yet for a man.
So there
has there?
But there's too many side effects, or it does this to a man and it does this to a man, so they don't sell it.
But the side effects are the same as what they would have been for the female.
Because personally, I don't take any contraception just because of what it does to my body.
Yeah.
I don't know what is in those things. I don't know what. And it's just self-care, really. And obviously, everyone's different. It works for some people. It didn't work for me. My moods, mate.
When you become a mum, it can have an impact in many ways on you and your sex life. It can impact on your libido, energy levels, time, mood, and relationships. But it can also have a huge impact on how you feel about yourself as a woman. It is common to lose yourself a little or a lot as you adjust to the huge changes in your life and your body. It is normal for your priorities to change, morals change, and you can often place yourself at the bottom of the pile of needs. With all of that, feeling sexy can completely fly out the window. On top of that, there is a lot of societal pressures about how you should behave as a mother that further adds to the narrative. There is a huge part of culture that makes it wrong or shameful for a mum to embrace her sexual side. The reality is that being sexy is probably what led to you being a mum in the first place. Why, just because you have a child, should you lose that innate part of yourself? It's a natural act, and if you enjoy it and you enjoy expressing that side of yourself, then own it. Don't let society make you feel that just because you were a mum that you have to deny that part of yourself. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel, and you can also follow us on the Modern Day Woman Show on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.